Well, hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. We are talking about Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers, who vanished from his Hendersonville home on February of 2024. Since then, there has been no sighting, no confirmation at all about Sebastian, and the mystery still remains. Where is he and what happened? And do people know what happened to Sebastian? There is a new recording that has recently been leaked, and we're going to talk about it. There is a lot to talk about in this case on the other side of this.
Coming in clutch, better tighten the pearls. Dropping cold facts, got the truth for the world. No smoke, no fluff, just the real that we trust. Hold on to your seat, cause I'm coming in clutch. Coming in clutch.
Well, hello, 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 everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. Really do appreciate your time. You could have chosen to be anywhere on YouTube. You have a lot of options, anywhere on the internet, anywhere in the world, and you chose to be right here. I know your time is very valuable, and I do appreciate you spending some time with me. Today is November 14th, 2025. It is currently 4:27 p.m. in the East Coast of the United States. Bonjour. Wait 1 second, y'all. One little mother chicken second. Okay, hopefully we are good now. Okay, good to see you all, my beautiful pearls. Thank you all so much for joining me. Really, really do appreciate your time. Before we get started, if you don't mind, please do me a solid and hit that thumbs up button. We'd greatly, greatly appreciate it. It helps spread the algorithm out there so that people who have never seen Sebastian can hear his story, because Sebastian's story matters. He has not been found, and he deserves, obviously, to be found, as every human being does. But so, his dad is looking for him, hasn't stopped. And this is one of those cases that has certainly um, divided the true crime community. Uh, it was probably the most toxic case that I have ever covered, uh, by far. One of the the most toxic, the most. I thought Summer Wells was really bad, but no, no. Sebastian's was pretty toxic, to say the least. Um, but anywho, there is a new recording that is out. It's not technically new, but it's new to us because we've not heard it um, until now. And we're going to go over a lot of that today and go over some things that just to refresh our memory. That's exactly right, Nicole. That's exactly right. You have to, you have to participate in the toxicity, I guess, to be part of it. But yeah, it is what it is. Guys, good to see you all. Hopefully everyone is well. Funny Face Brenda, good to see you. Kelly, Jam, Drew, Tina, Nicole, Sleuthy TV, Enjoy Life, Lil Red, Leslie keeping it real, Plant Lady Peggy, Mama 5, Roswell, Nice Marie, good to see you. Sue, my opinion, not yours. Jam to the jam. Dixon, Tina, everyone, Sadie. Watch Save Kids from CSA. Good to see you. Yes, hashtag Sebastian Strong. All right, guys. Yes, please hit that thumbs up button and share the live out. Would mean so much to me as well. Okay. Hey Joe, good to see you. Pam, Sweet Lady Mandy, everyone. Denise, Susan, everyone. Okay. So I have not heard, I've heard maybe a minute of this, but I really want to give you my honest reaction to this. And that's why I want to hear it with some of you for the first time. Some of you might have heard it. I don't see an option to hype the live either. I think it has to be after the live, Dixon, if I recall. When it's a live, it has to be afterwards, from what I understand. So yeah. Okay. So also Vinny Politan from Court TV, he did a live earlier talking about Sebastian, and we might look over a little bit. Oops. We might look a little bit of that here shortly as well. Okay. So without further ado, we're going to get started on this. And credit goes to Matt. Link is provided in the description. And make sure you sub up to Matt. Okay, here we go. Maybe.
Hi, Katie. What can I do for you? Are you the woman that trespassed my property yesterday? I actually didn't. I walked down.
Okay. So this was audio from day 50 in the search. Day 50 in the search. The first question, the first question out of this missing mother's mouth was, "Oh my God, thank you for looking, not thank you for looking for Sebastian, but are you the mother chicken that trespassed on my property yesterday?" That was her first thing out of her mouth. Oh, Lord have mercy. Okay. Oh God. Okay. I just hit a button. 1 second.
And up the other side. Easement. I own.
A mother and stepfather.
Hi, Katie. What can I do for you? Are you the woman that trespassed my property yesterday? I actually didn't. I walked down your neighbor's property and then down the easement and then up the other side. That's not an easement. I own that. That's my property. Well, the fence says no trespassing. I didn't come on the property. That is my property. The easement. That's a public easement. I own it. It's not. I own it. I am here to try to clear you. So.
Wow. I own the easement too. Right there, I would have told her she could kiss my easement. Right there, I would have told her that. You can kiss my easement. All fucking 10 feet of it.
I need you to clear me. So I don't know why you're being defensive with me.
Okay, so can I ask you a question?
Absolutely.
First, can you identify yourself?
I did already. My name's Heather, private investigator.
Well, you're coming to my house. And
I am. I'm investigating the disappearance of your stepson. So do you want him found or no? Because if you do, then why would you have a problem with me coming to talk to you guys?
And that's exactly right. That is exactly right. Why would you? I mean, the last thing I would be worried about is if some cretin or whoever was stepping on my easement. They're looking everywhere. Your son is missing. Your son is missing. That would be the last damn thing I would be worried about. Oh my God. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for trying to help us find Sebastian. They didn't give a fuck then, in my opinion. They don't give a fuck now.
Well,
real simple, because we're asking you questions and you're telling us that you can't answer those questions. So why should we answer any?
I absolutely did not trespass.
There's no such thing.
There's nothing. There is a such thing as a public easement. It's not posted.
I own it. I have signs on.
Okay, your fence has a sign. I didn't talk about.
3 foot inside of my
Okay,
property.
take it up with. If you want to report it to law enforcement, do it. Take it up with them. I am trying to help. Okay, so if you want somebody to help you, that's what I'm doing.
Okay, well,
So calm down. Talk to me like civil human beings. I'm trying to help find him. I've been talking to offenders in the area.
Law enforcement has done that.
Okay, and I'm going to do it too because I'm working it too. And I have that right, and the person that hired me has that right. Anybody has that right.
He's also blatantly accusing me of murder when I didn't.
I haven't accused you of shit.
I didn't say you did. I said he did.
Okay, well, I'm
You know, like I've always said, in every case, there's going to be people that thinks, someone did something, with, if a child goes missing. I mean, this even happened in Michael Vaughn's case when there was 4 suspects named, and people still thought Brandy and Tyler or the Vaughn family did something. And still, I mean, there's actually people out there, no matter what happens, you can't get it in their head. But the thing about it is, from jump, even before Sebastian went missing, there was a lot of toxicity in the home, in the lives Sebastian was having, difficulties, right? But she's like, well, people are accusing me of doing something. That would be the last of my fucking worry at that point. Like I always tell people, the sooner you find your child, the sooner they can put this to rest. Right? Put it to rest. Right? Okay, mother chicken, you think I did something? Let's find Sebastian together, because as soon as we find him, I'm going to prove to your ass that nothing happened. So, how about that? How about that? You wouldn't give a fucking nickel about anything like that, you know? So why are they worried about if someone stepped on the easement? Sarah, coming in clutch, girl. How you doing, ma'am? Thank you so much for your support, Miss Sarah. You received that pearl necklace. Make sure you give our Sarah a big mother chicken thank you. Love you, darling. Appreciate you very, very much, my dear. They don't want him found, afraid of prison. In my opinion, I agree. I agree. Mm-hmm. Yep. Hey, Laura. Notice he said sees her on camera, that they didn't have Ring camera. Very good point. Yeah, we seen you on camera, but they didn't have a Ring camera. Remember? Isn't that amazing? Yeah. And there was cameras. I'll say it this. In my opinion, there was cameras in that home when Sebastian went missing. You have the person that was married 5 times, who is in my opinion, a control freak. And I think when Sebastian would go to the kitchen of the night, I'll just say in my opinion, that there was always screaming.
I'm trying to decide who is on my radar and who is not. That is my focus right now. In my mind, you're not a person of interest, but I'm coming here trying to talk to you.
It's not a good look to trespass either. Like, that's my
What it
point.
looks like, ma'am.
It's posted
So, let me
all
tell you
4
something.
ways.
I just came from the TBI headquarters in Jackson, Miss.
Honey, I'm going to tell you, as a PI, I have a lot more leeway with things I can do and people I can talk to. And this isn't my first rodeo. I've worked cases like this before. I have gotten
Hold on,
information.
wait a second.
Let me
All
tell you
4
something.
ways.
I just
Hold on.
came from the TBI headquarters in Jackson, Miss.
Honey, I'm going to tell you,
He said he just came from the TBI headquarters in Jackson, Mississippi. That's interesting. Edgar has a long history with Mississippi. And most, I would say probably all, doesn't know that history, but he knows what I'm talking about. Jackson, Mississippi. Jessica, good to see you, Mama. Thank you so much, my dear. In my opinion, I think Sebastian is long gone and discarded by these absolute worthless monsters. Sebastian's life was way more precious than these losers. Justice for Sebastian. I don't know why, but I choked up reading that because I felt that. I did. I felt that. Because I believe the same thing. I believe the exact same thing. Yes. 1000%. Thank you, Miss Jessica. Good to see you, honey. Appreciate you. Oh, and thank you again, Sarah, for gifting a pearl necklace. Appreciate you, my dear. Y'all are amazing. Thank you. Really do appreciate you. If you receive that pearl necklace, make sure you thank our beloved Sarah. Hold on one second. I want to check something. Google Earth. I'm going to Jackson, Mississippi. Okay. So Edgar is saying there is no fucking way you was in Jackson, Mississippi. I mean, there might be, but I got a lot of questions. If he was in Jackson, Mississippi. Wait a second. Hold on. What am I fucking thinking? Hold on a second.
focus right now. In my mind, you're not a person of interest, but I'm coming here trying to talk to you.
It's not a good look to trespass either.
I'm
Like,
not
that's
worried
my
about what it
point.
looks like, ma'am.
It's posted
So, let me
all
tell you
4
something.
ways.
I just came from the TBI headquarters in Jackson, Miss.
Honey, I'm going to tell you,
Is he saying Jackson, Mississippi? Or am I hearing things? Honestly. Fuck. One second. First of all, TBI is only in Tennessee. Bingo. Yeah. That's exactly what he said. Okay. I'm scrambling here because I'm like, wait a minute. You can't be with the fucking TBI in Jackson, Mrs. Motherfucking Sippy Beach. Okay. He lies so fast, he doesn't even know what the fuck. I, th- I think he stops himself at the end. Listen, Miss Private Investigator, I just left the TBI office in Jackson, Mississippi. Mother chicken, that's so funny as fuck. Oh my god. God. Oh fuck me. Oh gosh. Uh, oh fuck. Hold on a minute. I'll quit in a minute. I've never seen someone so fucking confidently arrogant in my fucking life. He thinks like when Canadian, good to see you, baby. Uh, Like he is so confident in his arrogance 5 fucking wives later. And honestly, he would be on the probably the 6th or the 7th by now, in my opinion, if Sebastian didn't unfortunately go missing. Oh my god. Thank you, Widow. Good to see you, darling. Thank you so very, very much. I love you. Hold on, good safety. 1 second. Thank you, my. Ooh, shit, a brick. Oh, my camera almost. Okay. Thank you so much, Widow. Appreciate you, my dear. If you received one of those pearl necklaces, make sure you give our Widow baby a big, big thank you. I snorted when I snort when I laugh. I just can't even think about him doing that. Honestly, because he's so confident, and at like the very end, you can hear the last little bit of the Mississippi like cut off because I think he catches himself. Right, here we go.
It's not a good look to trespass either.
I'm
Like
not
that's
worried
my
about what it
point.
looks like, ma'am.
It's posted
So let me
all
tell you
4
something.
ways.
I just came from the TBI headquarters in Jackson, Miss.
Honey, I'm going to tell you, as a PI, I have a lot more leeway with things I can do and people I can talk to. And this isn't my first rodeo. I've worked cases like this before. I have gotten information that TBI or law enforcement's not able to get, and I have passed it along, and it has helped the case. I mean, that's all I can tell you.
And that is the truth. Law enforcement, there's a protocol that they have and law that they have to abide by. That it's more of a protocol, and it can't move as quickly. It doesn't move as quickly as a PI or someone like us as a YouTuber. We can do certain things that law enforcement can't, and vice versa, obviously. Hey, Soul Jet, good to see you, love. So, yeah, thank you so much again, Widow. Appreciate you, love.
What have you passed along that's helped this case?
I just started working this case. I haven't even got a chance to talk to you or Katie yet.
Well, here's the thing. You're not talking to her by herself. Period.
Okay.
You're not going to talk to my
Okay,
wife.
fine. Set up all right, set up an appointment with me. Do you want to do that? I can come back. I mean, I can respect your time. I'm not trying to be this. Whatever. I mean, I really think everybody just needs to calm down. Emotions are high. People are flinging mud, and it's just getting drama and stupid. And that is a terrible disadvantage to Sebastian.
Right, but let me inform you on something. You're not the one being threatened here.
All right. I mean, I don't understand why you guys are coming at me. I didn't do anything to you.
Okay, well, first off, you came to my house the other day.
Yes.
Walked
Yesterday.
You walked around my property with a camera, you videotaped and took pictures.
Privately
You
owned property
they
back
didn't
there.
post it all sides of that property.
I mean, the easement between houses is not usually.
No easement
I own it.
in that subdivision.
I own half. My
My God. There's no easement in that subdivision. If there is a road and there is power lines or utility lines, it's an easement. It's a fucking easement. Just the way it is. And she's there for Sebastian. She wasn't there for you, Edgar. KK wasn't there for you.
neighbors own half. Period. That's not public. There are no.
I mean, there's no property lines. There's no way to tell what
It's
is.
marked. I have stakes.
I mean, can you show me? Because I
I can
didn't.
show you all 4 no trespassing signs.
They're on
And
the
if you want,
fence.
you can go on the city and you can look at the property line and you can.
I mean, they're on the
see
fence. I wouldn't jump your
own it.
fence.
I own it. Half of that is mine. Half of that is theirs. That's why they turned it in and they turned it into the police.
I'm sorry, what? I think that when there's a no.
Bliss, I need to talk to Josh about that because I can arrange things. I won't say it here live, but there's some that I can arrange. And there is so much that people have spoken about the past, that there's certain things that can't be said. And the reason that they can't be said is because if one of the individuals, I said it, they would know, he would know who told, right? And they still fear him. They do. And there's a lot of trauma. A lot of trauma. Hey Tina, thank you so much, love. Appreciate you, darling. They are more concerned about the easement than. Oh yeah. Look at this. You're exactly right. Find Sebastian incredibly sad. Listen to this. I mean, just listen. You're exactly right. Listen to this.
And you can.
I mean, they're on the fence. I wouldn't jump your fence.
I own it. Half of that is mine. Half of that is theirs. That's why they turned it in and they turned it into the police.
I'm sorry, what? I think that when there's a no trespassing sign on the fence, that means you don't go into the fence. I'm not going to think.
I'll show you all 4 no trespassing. Period. That's not public. There are no.
I mean, there's no property lines. There's no way to tell what
It's
is.
marked. I have stakes.
I mean, can you show me? Because I
I can
didn't.
show you all 4 no trespassing signs.
They're on
And
the
if you want,
fence.
you can go on the city and you can look at the property line and you can.
I mean, they're on the
see
fence. I wouldn't jump your
own it.
fence.
I own it. Half of that is mine. Half of that is theirs. That's why they turned it in and they turned it into the police.
I'm sorry, what? I think that when there's a no trespassing sign on the fence, that means you don't go into the fence. I'm not going to go into the fence.
Negative. Actually, that
He said just like your
came to my house the other day.
Yeah, you guys
Listen
are
to
coming
this.
at me. I didn't do anything to you.
Okay, well, first off, you came to my house the other day.
Yes. Yesterday.
You walked around my property with a camera, you videotaped and took pictures.
Privately
You
owned property
They
back there.
didn't post it all sides of that property.
I mean, the easement between houses is not usually.
No easement
I own it.
in that subdivision.
I own half. My neighbors own half. Period. That's not public. There are no.
I mean, there's no property lines. There's no way to tell what
It's
is.
marked. I have stakes.
I mean, can you show me? Because I
I can
didn't.
show you all 4 no trespassing signs.
They're on
And
the
if you want,
fence.
you can go on the city and you can look.
First of all, to be publicly trespassed, the first time you go on the property, which again, nobody should be going on anyone's property, just plain and simple. And I understand that, but he also should not be worried about that. They should not be worried about that at this time because, there's a child missing rather than them talking about their fucking easements. But if you go on a property and you are trespassing, you have to be given a warning first. That you won't just be arrested going on someone's property like that. Signs or no signs, doesn't matter. You go on their property, you have to be either written, verbal, or whatever. Then you are escorted or walked off the property. Then, if you go on the property after that, then you will be arrested. There is a big, big difference. I told you guys I used to work with First Amendment auditors here on YouTube a long time ago, and trust me, I have learned a lot about that in my time. So you can't be just arrested the first time. Whether there's a fucking sign or not means squat the first time. And that's just that. When you go to a business and they don't want to serve you or whatever, they call the cops. They say, I don't want them. I want them trespassed. And then the cops gives them a trespass letter, or oral sometimes, with their video. And after that, they can no longer be on the property. Now, it can work as the first time you go on the property and the police shows up and they say they don't want you on this property, you need to leave. And if you don't leave quick enough, you just keep dicking around and staying on the property or whatever, then they can arrest you because you are not actively leaving the property. So there's that. All right, let's go on with this. Here we go.
Look at the property line and you can.
I mean, they're on the fence. I wouldn't jump your fence.
I own it. Half of that is mine, half of that is theirs. That's why they turned it in and they turned it into the police.
I'm sorry, what? I think that when there's a no trespassing sign on the fence, that means you don't go into the fence. I'm not going to go into the fence.
Negative. Actually, that's wrong.
It's amazing. 50 days, not even 2 months in, 6 weeks in to Sebastian disappearing. They have wasted so much of their time, wasted energy, wasted time, wasted conversation on this.
Okay,
Says
well,
everything.
I'm not sure.
You only put the attention on things that is most important to you.
Or how I would know that. All right, well, I'm not really, I'm just not really sure how anybody would know that easement is yours.
You stepped out of your car the other day and you walked onto the property. When Mike, my neighbor, saw you, and Mike
walked right past
the
your neighbor.
street saw you, turn around. Or they saw you. Now got you on camera, walking your ass through my property, right next to my driveway.
I wonder how many times Sebastian saw this. He gets a different tone when he gets really, really angry. You can hear it in when he gets really, really angry. Yeah, and I thought there was no cameras. Wasn't there no cameras at the house, they said? Or is that a question they never wanted to answer, that there was cameras inside or outside the house?
You walked past 3 signs, woman. 3. Don't tell me you didn't see them. They're on the fence. You just said it on this camera, and I got news for you. Because you've done that, you have violated trespassing.
I was actually trying to stay on the outside of your property. Okay, well, I don't know how I would know that that's not.
Add the detectives into this so that they can see her and find out what she.
I just left the sheriff's department. I've talked to Tim Bailey. I've talked to Sheriff Weatherford. I've been talking to all of them. So anyway.
Okay. Well, first off.
But why is this the focus instead of finding Sebastian? It's a waste of time right now. We're arguing over a property line. like when there's a missing child.
We're arguing over a safe.
I'm not showing up here to do anything to you except for find your son.
No.
I'm not a threat to you.
All you had to do was pick up the phone and call us.
That's not how I operate. I talk to people in person.
Well, I got news for you.
Okay.
To Tennessee,
Are you going to set up an appointment with me, or do you just want to keep yelling at me? This is really ridiculous. Like, this is the drama that's a disadvantage to Sebastian. He's not going to be found this way.
Answer my question. What the hell are you going to do to help find our son?
I am knocking on doors, talking to offenders.
FBI, Secret Service, TBI.
I am communicating with the bank. I just talked to Tim Bailey, asked him if they talked to this offender. They have not talked to this offender. He said, I'm free to go do so, which is what I'm doing, okay?
Okay, well, first off, when you come on somebody's property, you're supposed to announce yourself, because we have it.
Here we go. Again, with the fucking property. Dude.
Posted no trespass. It doesn't matter what your job title is. There's no property lines in that entire subdivision. No. There's no community spaces. No, nothing. Nothing. So where you were walking yesterday on camera, you're on my property.
I really wish that you would lighten up a little bit, because we are focusing on the wrong thing when we should be focusing on finding Sebastian.
If you want me to lighten up,
I do.
You want me to lighten up?
Yes, sir.
It's real simple.
I will not walk on your property again. I apologize for walking down the easement, what looked like an easement.
You told my neighbor you were hired by the...
Can you imagine? I cannot imagine, because I personally don't believe, in my opinion, that especially Edgar knew how to, or didn't have the patience for a child, let alone a child with autism. Nitpicking. I mean, it's like she did the ultimate sin here. You would think that she just literally sinned against humanity. Hey, seriously. She walked on a fucking property at no charge to you, looking for a 15-year-old autistic child. And KK and Edgar says that they have no idea what happened to Sebastian. That they are just as perplexed as everyone else. Well, if that's true, you would be anyone, everyone. Find him. Find him.
Family, and I am the family. So
Exactly.
if I didn't hire
that
you...
tells me right there that you're hired by the Rogers family.
But I am not hired to implicate or accuse you, and
I'm not asking you to implicate.
I am trying to find him, so I want to talk to you too.
You'll come find me.
So is he is that the problem, that she was hired by Seth?
That's what I'm trying to do. I'm here trying to find you.
He's like, don't come on my fucking property, don't come in my neighborhood, don't take a fucking picture, so come find me. Okay. Oh,
I'm not hard to find.
Okay, when do you want it? Let's set this up. When do you want to meet? Whenever. We're at Memphis. I'll be in Jackson tomorrow, so I can meet you. I can I can come all the way to Memphis if that's what you require, or you can meet me somewhere in between.
Well, I would prefer you come see me, because I work nights. So 9 to 1, when you guys are up, I'm actually sleeping.
Okay, so, but it's not.
You work nights? You work nights? Yeah, it seems like you always work nights. So why would you be there at 5:30 in the morning? The morning Sebastian supposedly it went missing. I always found that was interesting.
Not gonna be you and Katie. It's just gonna be you.
It would be just me, because unless Katie's coming down to see me, well, she can't. We have other things that have to happen at the house. It wouldn't be together. The only time we're going to be together might be Sunday, Monday. That's when we might actually be back together again.
Okay, well,
I'm working.
I mean, I'd rather do it both at the same time. I mean, you already said you don't want me talking to your wife without you present. So
Right.
that would mean.
Yeah, that's called control. That's definitely called control. You're not gonna talk to my wife without me be there. Ooga ooga. Did they really low-key let Crabtree and family move in there? Move in where, Sadie? With them?
And you can ask the cops that. They don't show up and talk to her without somebody telling us both. That's just the way this works. That's safety and
Yeah, last time KK was in the TBI office, allegedly, they allegedly started to kind of interrogate her a little bit. She allegedly thought she was going there for something else. And I guess the questions got a little allegedly uncomfortable. Allegedly. And she allegedly called her husband, and allegedly that is the last time she allegedly spoke to TBI. Allegedly. Yeah. Why would you not be speaking to the TBI? Your child is missing. You should be knocking on. Seth is out there because he's naturally frustrated as fuck. We're almost at 2 years and no answers. Sadie, I've not heard that.
numbers I don't trust. Don't take it from what I don't know.
Well, and I mean, we wouldn't know each other. I mean, we have no reason to know each other prior to this. But
it's not hard to make a phone call and talk to somebody first. Blah, blah, blah.
yeah.
That's fine.
However, my history with cases like this is that, you know, especially with you guys are already defensive.
Right, I understand that. Not everybody in this world is like that. Not everybody is like that. I'm not.
You're not. You're not. Okay. Yeah. There is nothing short of them finding Sebastian, having him on camera, of him walking out of that home and out of that neighborhood, that will convince me otherwise that individuals do not know where Sebastian is. A 15-year-old boy doesn't leave out when it's cold at night, fucking barefoot. And there's more things. They forgot. There's some things in this case that I just can't say. But I'll say it like this. They, in my opinion, forgot about those shoes, which was a big fuck up. Big fuck up. There's mistakes in every case. It's just you got to find those mistakes. But when it comes to, we'll say, articles, items, it's not the only thing that was fucked up. Not just the shoes. 100 on that one.
I'll be honest, I'm level-headed, I'm very brash, I'm blunt to the point. Well, I've already told the cops this. I don't give a flying what happens to him or what happens to that family. Turn your phone around.
Hold on, what did he say right there? What did he say there?
I'll be honest, I'm level-headed, I'm very brash, I'm blunt to the point. I've already told the cops this. I don't give a flying what happens to him or what happens to that family. Turn your phone around.
I don't give a flying what happens to him or that family. Yeah, I've never met someone so level-headed in my life. Yeah. Yeah, he's so level-headed. He's like got the perfect flat top. Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. I mean, they have cats roaming around in the neighborhood that night. Sebastian. And one of the reasons why I believe this case has not been solved is because they don't agree. They don't agree on what happened to Sebastian or what happened that night. And in my opinion, I believe they should get the Cold Case Foundation. I think Tennessee needs to drop their pride and ask for help because that brings results. We don't look at you different if you can't figure it out on your own, right? We look at you differently when your ego is front and center and nothing is being solved. Yeah. And crime will tell. I believe Edgar got it very honestly from his Cruella.
Not you. Hers. I want to see her, the face of her phone.
Oh, that she's. You want to see the face of my phone?
Yes.
Let me unlock it.
His conversation.
Holy shit. I want to see the face of your phone? Thank you, second. I want to see the face of your phone. I would say, hold on. Let me bend over. You can see the face of my ass, too, while you're at it, you dumb twat. We're talking about a 15-year-old missing autistic boy. You're worried about fucking property lines? And if the face of her phone?
Don't take it the wrong way, but I told you, I don't trust people right now.
I don't need to be on television hanging flyers. I don't need to brag that I have done what I have done to help find myself.
There's no bragging. It's not about bragging. It's not about bragging. It's about you being the best voice for Sebastian. There is nobody, not me, not anyone else, that can advocate for your child better than you. Period. That's just the truth of it. That's just the truth. And again, we, in anything in life, give priority to what is most important to us. If finding your child is most important to you, you're going to do everything you can to find your child. If defending your name, your people's beliefs on the case, their opinions on the case, then you're going to spend your time doing that. And that's what we have here.
son. Well,
Don't take it the wrong way, but I told you I don't trust people right now.
I don't need to be on television hanging flyers. I don't need to brag that I have done what I have done to help find my son.
Well, I understand how you guys feel about everything.
So you don't push the information to Detective Carter?
I haven't talked to Carter yet. Carter has not gotten back with me.
Boy, that's an interesting comment. So you don't post the information to Detective Carter? Oh, wow. Interesting. That is very interesting if I do say so myself. Why is he saying that? Did y'all hear that?
So I understand how you guys feel about everything.
So you don't push the information to Detective Carter?
I haven't talked to Carter
You don't push or post the information to Detective Carter
yet. Carter has not gotten back with me. So I had to...
Down here with me.
Okay, well that's good to know. But
The
reason why they didn't answer.
Oh yeah, I will tell you this. You can tell all the PIs, because I know you won't talk.
Yeah, we do.
Because we're sick and tired of being stalked and people coming on our properties. Because that's not just my property. It's theirs. We've worked
You know,
with
we're cool about that. Like,
probably 24 different
Did he just say we're cool about that? After he just bitched for 15 minutes about not coming on the property?
I'm the best one. I'm going to crack the case, people already. And every last one of them that have talked to us, we have said, you are welcome to come and start from square one. You're not going to find anything that,
Well, I
250 professionals.
How do you know? How do you know they're not going to find anything? It's amazing to me that these parents say you're not going to find anything. 100% they're not going to be there. A parent would say, come. Now, there's been a lot of people who has looked in this area. Maybe you'll see something that we didn't see. Right? Because clearly not everything has been discovered. Hey Gypsy, good to see you, hun. Hey Kiki. If everything was discovered, we would know where Sebastian is, right? So it's not.
Didn't, but you're welcome to try because at this point,
I haven't been here since day one when all this went down.
Yeah.
And people don't understand. People can say, well, I understand how you feel when nobody knows how we feel. So anything that you get, do you share back to the family?
do I share what? Share back to the family. Is that what you said?
Yeah, if you anything that you find or you get, share.
It's going to depend if it comes from law enforcement, which is what I told Weatherford. If it's something they share with me that they tell me, because I understand that there are some things that don't need to be in the public, and if it's
My question. Answer our question. Are you going to give them information back? Yes or no? I mean, it's real simple.
Depending on.
Why would that fucking matter? Boy, this says everything right here. Are you going to give the detectives information? That says everything. That is obvious. That's obvious as fuck, actually. So he says that Carter was there right with him right now. I don't think there's no friendship between Edgar and Carter or anything like that. I don't. Just my opinion though. Kiki, thank you so much, my dear. Appreciate you. He says, heard. You won't. Hold on. What? Hold on. My eyes. He says, previously, you won't reach Carter. He's down here with me. Yeah. He says that. He says that. There were, I don't believe there was, I don't believe there was, Carter was there with him. I don't. I think he wanted to sound like that because he was, when it seemed like, oh, I'm cooperating with everything. Yeah, Carter's down here. Carter's down here. Now, the morning Sebastian went missing, and after he was reported missing and all that, there were allegedly TBI agents at his work that morning after all of that was
What
going
it
on.
is. If it's something I can't,
Listen to this.
that don't need to be in the public, and if it's
My question. Answer our question. Are you going to give them information back? Yes or no? I mean, it's real simple.
Depending on what it is. If it's something I can share with them, yes, I will share it with them.
I will say this: I wish you the best of luck. I hope you find some. I hope you get some.
Let me ask you this. You're going after offenders, obviously.
Right. That's my.
You have the access to scan the dark web.
Yeah. I can get that done. Not me personally, but I know somebody. Yeah.
Do it,
Okay.
please. I mean, you're not more for me, but
Yeah. No, but that's. I mean, is that how you feel? That's what you think is going on?
they just found 11 missing kids, and
Right.
everybody's going after this whole offender bullshit. So if there's anything to it and someone took him and it's, where would they go?
Right.
Because if he were within 5 miles of this house, there's no chance that he wouldn't have been found.
Yeah, I agree with that, Katie. That's why he's not with. I don't believe he's within 5 miles of that house. I believe he was taken out of that house about 3:15 in the morning. Period. 1,000%. I believe that. Okay, one second.
None. Because I know every single group, agency, technology,
Yeah.
everything that was brought in, there's no chance he was within 5 miles of this house.
Okay.
It was done over and over and over, and they used heat sinking, they used FLIR, they used vision, they used night. I mean, they did. They did. If you can name it, they did it, and they did it in multiple ways. I don't think he's that close to home.
I don't think he's that close to home either. I mean, I think he's within reason, being close to home. But let me just refresh you. I will say and stand that this is a criminal investigation. Because, good morning, Mr. Carter. Okay, let me find this one. Okay. Good morning, Mr. Carter. I have questions regarding some statements that have been made by Edgar P. Foote and Seth Rogers. Edgar P. Foote has stated numerous times that, quote, L.E. instructed him not to release the exact dates that he, Chris, was last at the P. Foote's home prior to Sebastian going missing. Can you confirm if this is true or not? If it is true that L.E. is telling Edgar that he is not allowed to give those dates, ? It doesn't make sense that L.E. would say that, in my opinion, yet Seth can give very specific information without stating that L.E. told him he is unable to discuss his whereabouts. So are you guys telling Edgar he cannot talk about all of these things, or is he just blaming L.E.? It's a fair question, and I appreciate if you answer to clarify. Thank you. That was January 10th, 2025. Okay. reply. Let me see here. Oops. Damn. Where'd my other one go? Hold on. Where's my other email? It's been forever since I've been through these. He clearly. Okay. Here it is. Again, January 10th, 9:54. Due to the need to protect the integrity of the case, we're unable to discuss specific details. That said, in the situation, I would ask, what do you think makes the most sense? Detective Brandon Carter. 10:07 a.m., January 10th. Thank you for your response. To answer your question about what I think makes the most sense, my guess would be that L.E. told Edgar that he could not discuss specific dates because that would not make any sense. My guess would be that he is saying that because perhaps he was home or around Sebastian on the date that he was allowed to be. For example, if I think I meant wasn't allowed to be. If CPS was conducting an investigation and during the investigation they instructed that Chris not be around Sebastian until the investigation is complete, that would be the only reason I can think Chris would not be allowed to give a specific date, but to blame it on LE as he does with so many other things that may incriminate him seems to be something that I think would upset LE and make them want to clarify if this isn't true. Or then again, maybe you guys are just sitting back quietly watching and listening while he incriminates himself because he likes to talk and he made so many incriminating remarks already. Okay. Okay. All right. Bear with me. Okay. We can't tell anybody not to say anything. January 10th, 10:13 a.m. We can't tell anybody not to say anything. That is something that was said over and over, and it's something that you will hear in many cases, uh, in suspicious cases, especially of missing spouses, missing family members, and especially missing children. Law enforcement said, I can't say this, can't say this, can't say this. It's just, they're using that as a buffer between answering the real fucking question and law enforcement, right? It's a little padded part right there, right? Thank you again, Kiki. Thank you so much, my dear. Okay. Now, but Mr. Do I got it here? Right there it is. This is Brandon Carter's office here. And we can't tell anybody not to say anything. The only thing I can say is that this is an ongoing criminal investigation. It is the only case I work till present day. That was 11 months ago with this email. 11 months ago. We can't tell anybody to say something or not say something. That is a given, right? Your Miranda warning, right? You get a Miranda warning. Your Miranda rights, rather. You have the right to be silent. Anything you can or will say will be used against you. law enforcement can not tell you what to say. They will not tell Seth. They will not tell Edgar. They will not tell KK. They will not tell another soul anything to them that they will not tell us. Just about. Just about. Right? They're never going to put something out that they can't afford for it to be out there. Right? And so I still say this is a criminal investigation. I have the fucking email. Okay? So people can say it's not a criminal investigation or not. I've got the email going backward and forward to Sumner County Sheriff's Office. So I will say that this is a criminal investigation because that is what I was told. A little bit, Rachel, yeah. Okay. All right. Give me 1 second, y'all. There's been so much to this case. It's crazy. Okay. Let me show you this right here. They also replied some other things. Okay. And this is what they said right here. Damn, maybe if I can pull it up. So many emails. It's crazy. Position to front. Position. Okay. They say right here. Due to the need to protect the integrity of the case, we're unable to discuss specific dates. That said, in this situation, I would ask, what do you think makes the most sense? Question mark. Okay. Now, you tell me what makes the most sense to you out of this case. What makes the most sense to you? Do you believe Sebastian walked off on his own accord? Do you believe so? Because I don't. At all. Especially in a home that 1 second. Chris laughs when he brought up that Sebastian was afraid of him. Chris breaks down his authority around the house and past TV issues. Typical narcissistic response that I won't go into detail about because he's the man of the house and lays down the law. Mm-hmm. That is exactly right. Exactly right. Okay. All right, we're going to pull up something here. Can you imagine just whenever they are actively looking for Sebastian? Actively looking for Sebastian. Someone thought they spotted Sebastian, which it wasn't him. But Mrs. Proudfoot says Tara she says, my daughter and I spoke to him, meaning Sebastian. It wasn't really Sebastian, but the mother of Sebastian Rogers says, Tara, what did he say? Anything? Did he seem stressed? Was he wearing shoes? You said he wasn't wearing shoes. There was no fucking shoes missing to begin with. That's something you're going to ask. CP knows everything that happens in or around us. Yeah. How does would that be something you would ask? You let's say your God, heaven forbid, that one of your loved ones has been missing 4 days. Are you going to say, what did he say? Anything? Question mark. Did he seem stressed? He's 15-year-old autistic with no shoes on, never ran away before, hasn't had his medication, hasn't had food or anything else. And you're going to ask that. I would say, where the fuck was he? Did you? I'm on my fucking way. Call 911111111. Right? So it's just absolutely crazy. Just reminiscing through some of these things because it's just been so long since I've seen some of these. Katie says here, because Chris, not Seth, is my husband and the stepfather of our son, and because Seth was at work and had no access to his phone, although we also contacted him because he is the father and needed to know immediately, and because my husband is strong enough to think logically and is my rock. Finding that your child is missing is terrifying pain, and that I pray no one should ever endure. Everyone is doing anything and everything they can to find Sebastian and bring him home. Edgar says here, yes, ma'am, you are correct. We do, all caps, know something. Okay, look at this. This is so sad. Where is the mom and stepdad know something? Edgar says, yes, ma'am. You are correct. We do, all caps, know something. Everything we know, all law enforcement agencies know as well. If there is something that you would like to know, feel free to message us and we will answer you. He was very active in the first few days of Sebastian, first few weeks actually of Sebastian going missing. Oh, that's when I did the Tommy. God. Okay. All right, we're gonna look at something here. Vinny Politin was speaking about Sebastian just a little bit ago. Love, you're going to get ready for a watch party. My baby is playing football on TV. Oh my God, Kiki. That's amazing. But you and Grace are so... That's amazing. Thank you, darling. Appreciate you, my dear. Good to see you. Thank you for your super chat, my darling. And suspect. Yeah. Yep. Okay. I want to find something here, but bear with me.
In Hendersonville, Tennessee. Like, the FBI doesn't necessarily say that here. Like, what is the evidence? Obviously, mom can say it, right? That's evidence. But is there some corroborating piece of evidence, like video, cell phone, logging on to his computer or something? Is there something? That's the first thing that I would want here. Something that confirms this first part of the timeline, that Sebastian actually returned back to the home in Hendersonville.
Well, we do though have. There was the guy in the green hoodie that spoke to the mother in the parking lot, and the kid was there at that time.
But that's not their home.
That's not their home, but I mean, it does show that, I mean, he was heading to the car at that point in time, but it doesn't show that he was home. But I mean, so we do have him in the parking lot. We do have him in the car or getting to the car. And then the next thing is we have to believe the mother saying that he's at the house.
Right.
Bed. And they said they parted. He went to bed. She went to her, where she was going. And then the next part of the story comes with a loud bang, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. But to me, this moment right here, this is a crucial part of the timeline, because this establishes like what I would call it's not necessarily the scene of the crime, but like where should the focus be in terms of locations? And Jonesy, if we have evidence, like corroborating evidence that he's in the home, which can come in many different ways, then yeah, the focus is the home. But unless we have that, I think the focus of the invest has to begin at the restaurant.
Well, sure. Yeah, I mean, that absolutely makes sense. You need to connect the dots on, like, as far as like, where they actually traveled to before whatever incident may have taken place to cause his disappearance.
But they did go to the restaurant. They did speak to the people at the restaurant. I mean, that's how they identified the green hoodie guy.
And there's video of them at the restaurant.
Right. And there is no testimony or nothing that's come up that we're aware of that says that there was any untoward behavior or there was any other problems between her and her child at the restaurant. There's nothing that says that they were fighting or that there was incidents. So it just seemed like they had a decent, a nice meal. They were playing the video games and at the bowling alley and had dinner. I mean, so they did look into the restaurant. I mean, obviously the mother is always going to be the first suspect with regards to this because she's the one who sees him last.
The last known person to be with Sebastian Rogers is her mother. So Everything she says needs to be corroborated from start to finish. Everything. But
it would be very, very difficult to corroborate that he's at the house without him logging on to a computer or without having something else or made a phone call from the house or had a cell phone at the house. But the cell phone is at the house. His cell phone's at the house. His money is at the house.
Right. Do they have his cell phone? Well, like, is his cell phone, did they track the route from the restaurant back home to see if it was a direct route? Did they check all the cameras? Did they check license plate readers? Did they check surveillance video from whether it's convenience stores or traffic cameras? I don't know what exists in Hendersonville, but were they able to verify that the drive home was in the appropriate amount of time that it takes to get from point A to point B? And did it take the route that you would expect them to take? And if they did, is there any sort of corroborating evidence, video, digital evidence? That's what I want to see here.
And there's not. I mean, unless they
may not have released it, but like, right. I think they should, instead of just giving us a narrative, right, which is kind of what the FBI is doing, say, okay, we verified it X, Y, and Z, but it's not really playing out that way. Here's the next part, and this is what you're talking about, Al. And this is the really strange part. Katie told us a little bit before 10 p.m. She heard a loud bang coming from Sebastian's room, so she yelled out to him to ask if he was okay, to which he responded that he was. Said Detective Brandon Carter from the Sumner County Sheriff's Office. She told him to go to bed because they had to be up early for school the next morning. You know, boom. Are you okay? Yeah. All right, get ready for school. So it's a situation like that. Does that make sense?
No.
Does that make sense to you as, you know, mom home alone with her child who is a child with autism, but it's functioning. He's high functioning.
That's you see, these are the kind of little factoids that always send up flags to me. There's almost too much detail and then not enough detail. There's a loud bang and she doesn't investigate.
Okay.
The child is a special.
So, 1 second. Damn. I'll get it fixed in a second. I'm trying to find something while I'm playing this, so I apologize. 2 seconds, y'all. So Sebastian did make it home, I'm telling you. He did make it home. Oh my God, would this thing please work? Sorry, technical trouble. Technical trouble. Okay, yeah. Sebastian, he did make it home. He really did make it home. There are some people believe that he did not make it home. He did. Some things I can point you to. He's seen getting in the car. He's perfectly fine. It took them 10 or 12 minutes to get home. There is audio of maybe even video of their conversation going home. There is video of them pulling in not only the neighborhood, but their home as well. There is video from outside of Sebastian's, as you know, not long after there's trash, taking out the trash. There is video from outside of him going into his room and turning the lights on and off as well. But again, there are people and you have every right to believe what you want to believe, that believe that Sebastian did not make it home, that something happened in a 12-minute period. And, you know, all of that, with the audio or the video from inside the car, the conversation, like, didn't happen, I guess you would say, and all of that. So, KP, hey girl mom. KP can manipulate the date on the audio in the car. You can manipulate it, but they can easily find out.
Special needs. I mean, he's high functioning, but still has special needs. And anytime there is a bang in my house or anything along those lines, I will investigate. I mean, I may yell, just say, you okay? And then I walk.
That's what she did. She yelled.
But then I would walk in and go, so what happened?
What was that? What was that? Like,
what happened there? Right. And that
I do that too. I do the investigation. Well, what was that noise?
Yeah.
What was that loud bang?
Yeah, the first.
I do not believe Katie's story. Sebastian, what are you doing in there? Nothing, Mom. Well, I don't care what you're doing in there, but knock it off and go to sleep. Well, that's an oxymoron kind of statement to begin with. You don't care, but you're telling him you do care because you're telling him to go to sleep. No. And this house was way too militant for Sebastian not to know, or for them not to. They had their nose in everything that boy did. Everything militant. So you cannot yeah, I don't know her theory, Elisa, but I know that there are people that believe that things happened at the restaurant. There is very little. There's few things that I can tell you in this case that there's 100% on. The only thing I can tell you that is 100% is what is a few things. One is that law enforcement told me this was a criminal investigation. I can tell you 100% on that. Two, I can tell you 100% that anyone at that the video of the steakhouse stuff has nothing to do, zero, zilch, nada on Sebastian's case. The third thing I can tell you 100% on is that there was two other individuals with Edgar when he was going back. Or I'll just say there was two other individuals on the evening that Edgar went to get his camper. Those are three things I can tell you, and that I can tell you, chef's kiss, I know these for a fact. Oh, I don't believe I certainly believe that Katie didn't want Sebastian. I don't think I know, in my opinion at least. Not I know, but in my opinion at least, Edgar certainly didn't want him. Yeah, I don't think I do think that they didn't want Seth to have Sebastian either. I think it would have probably opened a lot of doors for Seth knowing certain things. Well, I mean, like I always say, have they came out and cleared Don and Candace Wells after 4.5 years? Have they came out and cleared them after 4.5 years? No. If you can't clear the parents after 4.5 years, that tells you everything. We're almost at 2 years for Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers. And if you can't clear at least Katie, or at least Chris, from them having nothing to do with it, then that says everything you need to know. Because, like I say, I have the emails from Sumner County Sheriff's Office. I am not afraid to say that this is a criminal investigation because I have the receipts. right? Now, Bauer socks are 2 people, just saying. Yeah. And I can tell you that they were in a I can tell you 100% there was 2 people with him that evening. And I think that's one of law enforcement's biggest mistakes, and TBI, particularly Sumner County, is that they let why would tell me, why would you give a fuck about going and getting a fifth wheel that you've paid months in advance for? That would be of no importance, being home one day. Norbeaster, thank you so much, my friend, for the Pearl family. Appreciate you, my dear. Welcome, Norbeaster. Really do appreciate you. Very, very, very much, my dear. And why did he need 17 hours to get a trailer? Good question. Good question. My little lakeside darling. Love you. Love you, Justin and Pearls. Justice for Sebastian. We're looking at UKK and Edgar. Amen. Amen. Yeah. Yep. Damn Skippy.
And you yell, it's like, are you okay? And then you get up and you walk in and you go, so what went on here? What happened? What something fall? Did you break something? What's the situation?
Jonesy, what was that loud banging coming from your room last night, Jonesy? What was that?
You know, people, I don't know, people might take this the wrong way, right? But I don't have children. But if I have a cat who can be troublesome.
Hold on. This has always stuck out to me as well. This has always stuck out to me as well. Look at this. Oh, crap. This case breaks my heart, y'all. This and Summers' case and Michael. There's just so many. Jack and Lily. Hey everyone, this is my nephew. He is high-functioning verbal autistic. He walked outside of the house in the middle of the night with his glasses, a small flashlight, and no shoes. We have been searching since 6:30 a.m. yesterday. They are searching the 10 miles around the house, but I'm worried that he may have got in the back seat of a car, fell asleep, and woke up after someone got to their job and got out of their car. ... It's possible. ... I'm trying to think outside of the box to help find him. ... Ugh. It's just so hard. You never know how kids think. Please keep a lookout. Thanks. That is odd as fuck. Hey, Don, good to see you, my friend. Good to see you. Oh my God, Enoch. Thank you so much. Thank you, Lovey. Mwah, mwah. Thank you, Enoch. I appreciate that so much. You have no idea. Love you, my dear. Very, very kind of you. If you received one of those pearl necklaces, give our Enoch a round of applause. Yes, ma'am. How you doing? Thank you so much, Enoch. Wrong one. Thank you so much, Enoch. Appreciate you, my darling. Very, very kind of you. Love you, pieces. 2 pieces. Gypsy, thank you so much for coming to collect for 12 months, darling. This love, kiss love, kiss love, kiss love, kiss love. Thank you so much, Gypsy. Appreciate you, my sister from another mister. Love you, darling. Appreciate you. And Tina Davis coming in like a 13 months. How are you going, man? Hey, friends. Thank you so much, Tina. Thank you so much for your support. We are on 13 mother chicken months. How you doing, sis? Thank you so much, my dear. Really, really do appreciate you. No, I haven't got to watch it, but we can pull it up. I know it's great. If Chris and Josh was on there together, they're always great. So I do want to see some of that. Yeah, we'll go over some of that. But what do you guys think about this? This is February 27th, right? February 27th, day after Sebastian goes missing at 5:52 in the morning. This is her nephew, she says. He walked out of the house in the middle of the night. That is, she's saying that is a factual statement. Not we think that he walked out of the house, or he may have walked out of the house, or he vanished. But they said that he took his glasses, which is an odd thing to say, first of all. He took his glasses. A small flashlight that you already noticed the flashlight was gone. That little rinky dink dank piece of flashlight, that didn't freaking work to begin with. Bullshit. And no shoes. So he was coherent enough to take his glasses and a flashlight, but forget his shoes. Miss me all motherfucking day with that bullshit. Miss me all day, all night, and the rest of infinity with that bullshit. You think that a 15-year-old child is going to take his glasses, a flashlight, right? 100%. Beam me up, Scotty. And no shoes when it's cold, no jacket, no phone, no moolah. Sebastian liked food. Come on now, miss me with it. Miss me with it. Not a chance. Yeah, no scent. No dog scent. No, nothing on camera. Except they can't agree on if there was a fucking car that we see with our own eyes there at 3 a.m. But, whatever. They are searching 10 miles around his house. It was 5 to begin with. But I'm worried, out of all the things she's worried about, that he may have gotten in the back seat of a car. Really? Because I believe that he was placed in the back, in my opinion, probably of a trunk. But that's just me. And fell asleep and woke up after someone got him to their job. First of all, how do you know they work morning shift or whatever? How do you know that they wouldn't see someone in the back of their car? How do you know he wouldn't wake up? There's a lot of variables there for you even to think that is fucking logical. Okay. And the ... it's possible ... tells me you don't even believe it. You don't even believe that's a possibility. I'm trying to think outside of the box to find him. Bet you are, sis. Bet you are. Oh my God, Bliss. Thank you so. Thank you, darling. Really do appreciate you, Miss Bliss. You received one of those from our dear Bliss. Make sure you give our girl a big, big thank you. Thank you so much, my dear darling. It was so kind. Oh my God. I just saw your picture. I am so jealous. I love your boochies. You're so cuties. I love that. Thank you so much again, Bliss. Very kind of you, my love. Good to see you. And Lakeside coming in clutch. How you doing? Here's my Lakeside lawyer. If you need my Lakeside lawyer, you can talk to my Lakeside lawyer. How did Melissa know before law enforcement knew? The whole family is sus. Yep, I agree. In fact, I believe this right here is getting ahead of everything, right? They're telling you that that he walked out on his own accord in the middle of the night, took his glasses. They already knew he took his flashlight, and he took no shoes, right? And that, so they're telling us about the flashlight story, in my opinion. They're telling us about the flashlight story. In case someone sees, I don't know, a flashlight at 3:15 a.m., that'll settle that, right? And, fuck, we forgot the shoes, so he left without them, right? Come on now. Come on. Yeah, exactly, Lakeside. How would you know? Like Cardi B says, how would you know? How would you know, girl? That's the question. That's the question. All right. Is there any specific part that you want me to play on the lab last night? Because it's over 2 hours long, and obviously can't watch all of that. And I want you to go over to see Josh, and I'm going to drop his link right here because you need to watch Lab. And Chris McDonough, our friend Chris McDonough from the interview room, he's talked a lot about this case, and he is on the Cold Case Foundation, and I believe they should invite the Cold Case Foundation.
And
okay, here we go.
And he is displaying that if your child is, if there's nothing going on anywhere, anyhow, no cats, no, coming out of the hat, no rabbits, no nothing, then you cooperate with the authorities.
Bingo.
It's that simple. Or you at least have a sense of decency because your child is missing, to say to somebody, anybody, and yeah, granted, people respond, differently emotionally, etc., but they don't respond with anger.
Yes.
Anger is a defense mechanism.
Very, very good point. Anger it's all about being defensive, right? Anger is about protecting yourself, right? I really believe at all times in life, we're either going toward fear or we're going toward love. In any moment in our life, we're either going toward fear or we're going toward love, generally. And they are the opposites, right? If we're leaning in toward fear, it's because we're trying to protect something. We're trying to guard something, right? If we are if Edgar and KK were receiving the help, everything that people has, the overwhelming support that they did receive, and they could have received even much more had they, and still to this day, in my opinion, been more open, more transparent, more asking for help and opening up to the questions, right? So there's that. Okay.
Okay. And it's a loss of control. And so
Yes.
you hear it right
Bingo.
off of the bat. I'm assuming he's not there based on.
I think he's out of town, possibly working, and that she's by herself, wherever she is. But when the private investigator shows up, she calls Chris because I think that's what sounds like that's what she's been directed to do.
Okay, well, in law enforcement, that would be a sign of deception, because for a couple of reasons. Let's say you pick up the phone and you say, "Hey, Mr. So-and-so, such and such, how about coming down the station? Let's talk for a moment. I got a couple of questions."
Mm-hmm.
And they come down the station, and there's somebody with them. Okay. And you go back and you're in an interview with this individual, and you say, "Hey, blah, blah, blah." And they tell you a whole story. And at the end of the story, they say, "Well, if you don't believe me, go ask Frank, who's in the waiting room."
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, why do we need Frank to reaffirm a story that you are projecting as truthful?
Yeah. Your word.
And it's the same principle. Why does she need him to talk to woman, another woman?
Well, exactly. Listen, like I was talking about in Jack and Lily Sullivan's case with Daniel Mathtel, he said he was extremely nervous during the polygraph whenever they asked, did he unalive Jack and Lily? He said he was extremely nervous. And you could even tell when they were asking him that question during the interview with the news that he was nervous. You could see he was breathless. I would not be nervous if I know I didn't do anything to my kid. Like, what the fuck? No, I didn't do anything. No, I didn't do anything. Of course not. That wouldn't be nervous. I would be very fucking sure of myself. Right? So why does two people, yes, husband and wife and all of that, but again, Edgar claims he wasn't there Sunday or Monday whenever they were interested in Sunday evening when Sebastian went missing, or not went missing, but that evening. And then, of course, during the night and into the early hours of the morning, when Sebastian supposedly vanished, you weren't there, Edgar. So you can't be a part of that conversation because you weren't there. So why do you need to be there, Edgar? If you're not part of something, if you're not lying about something, there's nothing to worry about at all. Just like Gannon. Oops, Gannon wasn't Letitia's kid. Oh, yeah, 1000%. Yep. If most, step parents are amazing, but there are evil step parents out there. That's why they call him the evil step parent.
Who's standing there at the house, who's volunteering or has been hired by somebody or something, even if it was the cops, if she was hired by anybody. Okay. And by the way, I think I heard in there, He said, I was just at TBI in Jackson or something to that effect.
Something like that. Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's, the west side of Tennessee.
Well, there is a Jackson, Tennessee. That is true. But he didn't say Jackson, Tennessee. He said Jackson, Mississippi.
So and Memphis is south of that. So do you hear where I'm going here with that piece of the puzzle?
Yeah, I do. And that's why I didn't quite understand, why Chris, I guess why Chris is involved in this particular conversation. I think that this is a conversation that could probably be handled between the two of them, but
yeah,
one second. We'll come back to this maybe here in just a second, but I want to show y'all something here. I was just looking at something, and it seems like this is a pattern of Edgar's. Thomas, this was allegedly one of the people Edgar worked with. I am working at St. Jude's. CP was operating the crane for us February 26th. I had issues with his performance and his attendance and demeanor all morning, so bad that I requested for him to be removed. Who remembers that? Who remembers that one? Now, people say that sorry, I got the window open and it's really loud outside. This is whenever they were doing their yard sale, right before they moved into their house. Tons of tools, supplies, everything must go. Saturday, 6/24/23. I think they moved in, what was it, August or September? August of 2024. Yeah. One second. One thing Katie says here is, it is a detail intentionally not mentioned in the first interview. The general public does not need to know every detail law enforcement does. They have more details than the public will ever know. We are doing everything we can to find our son and bring him home. I understand you may find it concerning it unless you are a detective and are able to genuinely help in the search. Please stop and help spread his flyers. Keep aware of anything that could possibly help find Sebastian. Says the person that yeah, there's Katie's watch. Remember, we discovered KK's watch was off of her after the restaurant, Texas restaurant. The last time Sebastian is seen on camera, and is not seen on her until, you can see it right here. You can see her watch right there, and it's got a beige collar to it, and was not seen on her until months afterwards. Who knows if he even had that little flashlight? He had a little flashlight, but you can see it right there. This is July 2024 at a restaurant. She doesn't have it on here. She doesn't have it on here. March 18th. The next time she has it on is July, February, March, April, May. It's several months. Several months. She doesn't have it on either wrist. Doesn't have it on March 4th. Here as well. Maybe it was broken in a scuffle and had to get a new one. She has worn an Apple Watch, I think, since Apple Watches came out. You can trace years. And she always wears, genuinely almost always wears the flesh colored. I firmly believe something popped off in the house when they got home from dinner. Sebastian was hurt and they hid it together, in my opinion. I agree. Trishy, thank you so much for 16. Thank you so much, Trishy. So good to see you, my dear. Really, really do appreciate you, my love. Good to see you. Thank you for being here, honey. And thank you, beautiful. Thank you so much, my dear. Look, in Creepy Hands video, SP said he got the call and asked to leave and headed home. Hold on. In Creepy Hands video, SP said he got one second. Leave. He got the call and asked to leave and headed home. CP's work did not know about KP or Sebastian, in my opinion. There's a lot of things that happened that doesn't make any sense whatsoever. You know what I mean? Like, it's obvious something is wrong here. And I believe, in my opinion, that there are people that he's been close to that know more and just hasn't spoken out about it. Angel Girl, thank you so much, my dear, coming in for 5 months ago. How you doing? Thank you so much, Angel Girl, for your support, my friend. Good to see you. And thank you so much, my dear. I got it. Yeah. She meant CP, but I got it. I think CP thought a patrol car would come by and take a report. Yeah. Him saying he was supposedly being there at 5:30 in the morning. Why in the hell would somebody be at work at 5:30 in the morning? It is a very curious case. It's a very mysterious. It's mysterious, but it's not. You know what I mean? It's mysterious in the fact that where the hell is he? But it's not at the same time. Again, March 4th. Okay, 2/25/24. This is the last video that we have of Katie and Sebastian. And she has, I agree, like said, and she has that watch on. 1,800 hours. Look here. 25th, March 4th. First interview. First on show interview. Gone. March 18th. Gone. June. Gone. July is the first time. July 2024. is the first time. This was years prior. Years prior. She has the same watch on. Yep. 9 p.m. Sebastian's bedtime. 1 hour past bedtime. 9:43 call from Edgar. Sebastian has already been in bed 45 minutes. Approximately 15 minutes after they were on the phone together, with Edgar, she hears Sebastian messing around in his room, according to KK, which she says, which is not uncommon. Which is why KK said, I need you to go to sleep. Smiley asked, did you check on him at midnight? No, KK suggests that he may be doing something in his room that teenage boys do. I find it very convenient that she doesn't hear Sebastian he's already up an hour past his bedtime, and then she's on the phone with Edgar for 45 minutes, and then she hears him in the room. Like, what was he doing for the rest of the 45 minutes? What was that? Damn, I don't remember that. Okay. Only one person has ever been able to confirm Edgar's alibi. That person's identity will shock you. The cord, let me tell you. Mr. Peafoot was accounted for and corrected at the RV park on Sunday. Do you guys remember the recording I got my hands on of Edgar's friend talking about he saw, I need to find that. I don't even know where the hell it is. Where he talks about he saw Edgar the night he comes in from the bar. I need to dig that out. That was very interesting because he didn't live at that place. He lives in a trailer court in freaking Memphis. And the way he talked about like Sebastian, it was really bad. Just no care. You know what I mean? Okay. I request that he be removed from the crane by 10 or 11 a.m., meaning Edgar. He was something off the job site. He was something off the job site. We start work at 7 a.m. See, that makes more sense at 7 a.m. You think KP made up the noise she heard because so many were questioning if Sebastian ever made it home? I believe it's pretty much all made up. The entire story. The entire story of that. Whenever, let me see if I can find it real quick. Let me see here. So maybe if I can find it, just bear with me. She says, Damn, where'd it go? Okay, let me do it like this then. She says he takes out the trash. Okay. Just bear with me, guys. I apologize. I'm trying to find it quickly. And of course, when you're live, it's hard to find that quickly. We'll get okay. Was it WSMV? Okay. Damn. Okay, I got it. Guys, do me a favor. Please hit that thumbs up button.
A 15-year-old
had a good time. We had a good time. We were laughing. We were joking. He talked to family on the phone during breakfast to brag. We went and picked up our niece. Yeah, I got a call and asked if I could go and pick her up, and I did. And so we went and did that. We went to BJ's. Had a good time there. He ate a colossal popcorn. Came home to
See, this is not a natural story pattern. It's not a natural story pattern. It's not a natural feeling of their child missing. She's more worried on how her, in my opinion, how her alibi looks to the public. Yes, Lady Gracious, exactly. But
groceries away because we bought snacks because, he's
15.
And snacks.
He's 15. Snacks because he's 15. Snacks. One thing that's very interesting to me. We later learn that Katie and Sebastian come home that day. We thought they just dropped off the snacks, fucking went back out. That is not the case. They were home for a significant period of time after they dropped off groceries, because she makes it seems like there's a lot of groceries here. Like, you're coming home, when you unload groceries, you're coming home with you got as many in your hand because you don't want to make 1,000 trips, right? There was nothing like that. Hey, Janine, good to see you, honey. There was nothing like that. There was like 3 things, if that. I mean, it was like baked beans, douche, and a lawn chair. There was like nothing hardly that they bought. I can't remember what it bought, but it was like 2 or 3 things. Right? Oh, a billion %. Key is you can see him doing this the whole time. I believe that there, in my opinion, something happened during the day, whether that has to do with, yes, and someone just said something about the niece. I believe something happened with the family that day or Edgar with Sebastian. And when they came home, or something happened, I think something could have happened then as well. Remember, law enforcement wanted Sunday afternoon as well. So, in my opinion, I believe something happened with the family or the nieces, or Edgar. They were home for a significant period of time. Maybe something happened then. Maybe things were very tense. And then they came back, stayed at the house a little bit, and then went back out. How would Edgar react if Sebastian was disrespectful to his sister or his nieces? Right? Justin, I agree. It involved an offense against the family. Yes. Yes. Absolutely. Absolutely. Oh my God, Shannon. Thank you so. Oh my God. Thank you. Wow. Thank you so much. Love you, Mama. Love you, Shannon. Thank you so incredibly much, my dear. Really, really do appreciate that. Very, very generous. My dear Shannon, thank you. Truly. Thank you so much. Can't thank you enough, my love. They said that do not go anywhere near. They said that do not go anywhere near the niece because she's already going through enough. Yes, they did say that. They did say that. They make how can I say it? You know how KK always says Sebastian may have been doing something in his room that teenage boys does. You know, if he was out of, if he could even be perceived as out of line, perceived, not even if he was out of line, if he could even be perceived as out of line, I don't think it would have went well. Right? It was very odd and unnecessary. Yes. But, Sebastian has been through some things for a 15-year-old with autism.
We went to the bowling alley, and then from there we went to dinner, came home. He took out the trash because that's his chore. He takes the can to the end of the driveway.
Watch Edgar's eyes. You can see him. It's obvious as fuck, in my opinion. Pardon my French. He is making sure she hits the marks. KK, hit the marks. This is one story we got to get right. Reliving it. Hit the marks, KK.
About 9 o'clock, told him to go to bed. And he's come out of his room where he was playing, and he said, "All right, good night, Mama. Good night, puppies. I love you." And went to bed. He was doing something in his room because about an hour later I heard some noise, and I was like, "I don't care what you're doing in there, but go to sleep." And about midnight I got up and I went to bed. And 6 o'clock I went to wake him up for school Monday morning, and that's when he wasn't here.
What was going through your mind at that point? Like, what were the feelings that you were
Just her saying he wasn't here. He wasn't here. That is not how a mother generally speaks. Now, there can be regional dialect and stuff that people say things differently. And some things with, I don't necessarily agree because like I'm Appalachian and we say some things differently that other people would think it's maybe a little weird. But she says he wasn't here. He wasn't here. Well, you wake up and your hands are empty. Where's my son? Where's my kid? Where is he? He is missing. He's missing. Not he wasn't here. Well, obviously he wasn't there, but he's missing. You don't know.
Feeling to censor myself. Holy freaking crap, this can't be happening. Where is my kid?
To censor myself? Holy freaking crap, this can't be happening? Where is my kid? To censor myself. It looks like she just got a face full of Botox. I've showed more expression when I was pumped full of Botox. Holy freaking crap. To censor myself? Holy freaking crap. Where is my kid? Like, I'm so upset right now. I feel like a Kardashian. I am so upset right now. You can't see it on my face, but look, a tear is going to drip. Let me squeeze it out of my face. Where is my kid? Where is my kid? You don't speak about your child in a way like that when they're missing. They're scared. They could be alone. They could be hurt. They could be in big trouble. And you say, kid. Very distant. Very distant. But it's less painful that way. No, she won't say his name. She won't say his name. Because again, it's distancing. It's less painful. When you say Sebastian's name and you take ownership of your son, right? Like, this is my son, Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers. Actually, you'll hear Seth say it. This is my son. This is my son, Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers. This is my son, Sebastian Wayne Drake. He has no problem taking the ownership of his son because it's his son. He didn't do anything. There is no need for separating Sebastian and him or what happened.
Choice words were used. Like
Choice words were used. This woman had a hell of a more fit. Wait a fucking minute. Hold on. Let me show you something. If this doesn't say every fucking thing you need to know. Let me show you. Watch this. Now, just remember this. Listen to this right here.
censor myself. Holy freaking crap, this can't be happening. Where is my kid? Choice words were used.
So emotional. Right? Now look at this.
So I don't know why I'm here to try to clear you. So I
don't need you to clear me.
So I don't know why you're being defensive with me.
Okay, so can I ask you a question?
Absolutely.
First, can you identify yourself? Because we're asking.
Trusted.
I own it. I have signs on.
Okay, your fence has a sign. I didn't talk about it.
Inside of
Okay, take it up with, if you want to report it to law enforcement, do it. Take it up with them. I am trying to help him down. Talk to me like civil human beings. I'm trying to help find him. I've been talking to offenders in the area, right? And the person that hired me has that right. Anybody has that right.
He's also blatantly accusing me of murder when I didn't.
I haven't accused you of shit.
I didn't say you did. I said he did.
Okay, well, I'm trying to decide who is on my radar and who is not. That is my focus right now.
Spouse either. Like, that's my
What it
point.
looks like, ma'am.
It's posted all 4 ways.
I just came from the TBI headquarters in Jackson, Miss.
Honey, I'm going to tell you, as a PI.
Yeah. They're more concerned. She shows more emotion with a stranger, right? Some stranger that's trying to actually help find Sebastian than she does actually talking about her son missing. Choice words were used. Choice words were used.
Going through your mind at that point, like what were the feelings that you were feeling?
Choice words were used. Kid. Serve myself. Holy freaking crap, this can't be happening. Where is my kid? Choice words were used. You know, where the F is he, you know.
Yeah, choice words were used. KK has never had a problem saying choice words. Before Sebastian went missing, when Sebastian went missing, and after Sebastian went missing. Never had a problem. Why do you show more emotion that someone is looking for your child that's a private investigator? And show more disdain for her than you do maybe someone out there who hurt Sebastian, someone who did something to Sebastian. You're treating a woman that has a business as a PI, trying to find answers for your son, for you. She's not just working for Sebastian. She's working effectively for the entire family to try to find answers, which is exactly what you should want, KK.
I had looked through the house for him because it was typical for him to get up and come and rummage for snacks and things like that. And he likes to dip behind the, walls and watch, and then he comes out after I come back and he likes to scare me. But, after I looked, and I mean, mind you, all of this took place in like 1 minute flat, but, I didn't see him in his room. I looked all over. I ran through the whole house. I looked out all the doors and windows, and I was like hollering his name. And I picked up the phone and I called my husband, and I said, I can't find him. And he said, what do you mean? I said, he's not in this effing house. I can't find him.
You can see right here that Edgar's defense goes up. Watch his chin go up.
I can't find him. And he said, what do you mean? I said, he's not in this effing house. I can't find our son. And I jumped in my car and I drove around the neighborhood and I drove over by the school, and he's already at this point I was like
Watch him
hysterical,
double blink.
and I was crying, and I was screaming.
Blink rate goes up.
And
there's his cough. She's going to get extremely nervous now. Watch her get nervous. You can hear it. You can see it. He's already.
He was like,
He was like, who the fuck's he was like? Who's he was like? There's only two he's. One's not in the house, supposedly, Edgar, and Sebastian's missing. And you're telling what you were doing, and there's a lot of he's.
Three-wayed. He three-wayed. Law enforcement.
She's going over the steps. He. When you're on a test, right? You got a pencil or whatever. Got to think. Got to think. Got to conjure up the steps. Got a memory. You don't have to remember the truth. It just is. You never have to remember the truth. You only have to remember the lies, the alibis, the fake alibis, that is.
Three-wayed. He three-wayed. Law enforcement. And was telling them, like, our son is missing and we don't know what's going on. And he was like, go back to the house. They're on their way. And I drove back.
Drove, fuck that 3 a.m. video with the car, and lights and a vehicle and all that. Fuck that, right?
To the house. And 20 days later, we haven't found him.
She's taking a deep breath. 20 days later, we can't find him. Cuts it off because it's high intense right there. After she takes the deep breath, watch Edgar's eyes straight to Olivia. Watch.
20 days later, we haven't found him.
There you go. See those eyes? Now watch. Back.
Yeah, I can't even imagine how.
This is gold. It's gold. I think this should be used in body language classes. I mean, I think it's amazing.
Stressful that is. And also, like, when we were driving up here, like, this neighborhood is so pretty and nice. And do you think, has he ever, like, walked away before, or, like, has that ever happened? It's just no, first time.
He's not a child that wanders. He's not one that is
he doesn't have a history of being an eloper, which is common. And I have friends with children on the spectrum who do struggle with elopement with their children. But no, Sebastian, that's one thing, has always been a blessing. He's not been an eloper or a runner. His primary areas are like social and emotional dysregulation issues and things like that. But he's very smart. He's functional. Overall, he's a pretty happy kid. I mean, he's a teenager. He's coming into his hormones. He's angry that he's growing a mustache, but
I don't know how she gets, or even why that's relevant, that he's angry, that he's growing. Oh, Peter Hyatt, absolutely. Peter Hyatt was very, very good to me, and yeah, he saw right through him. Saw right through them.
For the most part, he's a happy kid. And
what are your theories? Like, I'm sure your mind has thought of every possible thing that could have happened, but is there any theory that you can talk about that you think?
What I can tell you is, with all law enforcement, with everybody that's involved, there's nothing that's been eliminated. Everything is on the table. Everything is being looked at from every possible aspect.
Everything from he got out and walked away and was outside of the search radius before we started searching to the worst.
Yeah.
And
Obvious.
And that's currently where we're at. I mean,
yeah, let's just finish that. Shut her up. That's currently where we're at.
it's
really try not to go to.
Look at that. Me. Me. Me.
Down that road because we're gonna find him.
Speculating causes problems. Assumptions cause issues. And
Speculating causes problems. No. As long as you know it's speculation, and as long as you know it's a theory, it doesn't cause any problems, in my opinion. I mean, you, as a parent, as a human being, you wonder what happened to your son. The neighbors wonder what happened to the neighbor's child. The town, everyone wonders. And if you don't know, you try to put things together. It's a normal part of the thought process.
based on facts of what everybody knows. Right now, there's nothing, and everything is still on the table to being looked at.
You just know he's out there somewhere.
Oh, yeah.
One other question I have.
This is gold right here. Watch the body language. And TBI and FBI and your profilers, look at this when they talk about the flashlight. If you don't believe the flashlight story or whatever, the car, look at the body language.
Have is recently Channel 5 in Nashville, they had security footage that showed 2 flashlights the night he disappeared. Is there anything that you think about this video or?
Sure. So
Yeah. She just tucked it all in right there. She just tucked it all in right there. And he just ridiculous. Now, I don't know about you, but if my child got out and I believe he took a flashlight because he liked it and it was missing, and I don't know, I saw a fucking flashlight, I would be curious. Yeah. I'd be curious. But the fact that there's 2 flashlights here and there's a vehicle, I think that puts a damper in it, in my opinion. Just look at the body language. That's slow it down a little bit.
Think about this video or?
Sure. So there's a lot of speculations about that video that are floating on the internet. Okay.
That's Katie. Mm-hmm.
And that is exactly what it is. It's speculations. Now, what it can give.
speculations, plural. Like Edgar has relations, but this is speculations. Kind of like Don Wells speculating, but it's Edgar case. It's speculations.
Give you an official statement on
This official. This is from the house of Edgar.
is TBI Newslink has released a statement from
Thank you. We didn't know.
law enforcement's.
This is exactly what he says here. At this time, TBI, FBI hadn't given a fucking statement about that flashlight or the car or anything like that. He puts a few words together like official statement, TBI and FBI, Newslink, and concocts them together to make it sound like it's actually an answer, a coherent answer, when it's really fucking nothing. But it sounds official because it has official in it. TBI, FBI, and Newslink. Yes. The House of Pervy.
Between local law enforcement, state law enforcement,
Okay,
some federal law, FBI, Newslink has released a statement from law enforcement, between local law enforcement, state law enforcement, some federal law enforcement, and they have analyzed that video so many times over that everything that everybody is trying.
This was March 18th, 2024. Sebastian has not even been missing a month. They had not given an official statement at that point. There was no official statement. The only thing he said, or Craddock said, is we don't know what we don't know. It could be something in the investigation down the line. Well, can you tell us what it is? No. The fuck? If it's nothing, why can't you tell us what it is? It's true. It's like, it just amazes me. I mean, that's like, I mean, he's good at the bullshit. He really is. I give it to him. Edgar's very clever. Very clever. We can give you official statement. TBI, Newslink, FBI, federal law enforcement, some federal law enforcement, right, has said that this is the official. You visit their website, right? The fuck? It's amazing to me. Oh, thank you, bad actors. Thank you, lovey doveys. Appreciate you. Parents' ability to utilize the PH to communicate via PI header recording is striking to the relevance. I can't see what the fuck right now. 1 second. So I can pull this up. With StreamYard, when it's got this new thing on it, there's like 2 screens and you can't see shit. Relevance of the 3-hour phone call night Sebastian disappeared, working together via phone from afar, in my opinion. Parents' ability to utilize the PH to communication. Relevance of the 3-hour phone call. Yeah, and it wasn't even actually a 3-hour phone call. They said it was a 3-hour phone call. Remember, Edgar says it was very lengthy. The mom and I was on the phone. The phone call was very lengthy. That is just not the way even a parental figure talks. He says the mom, the father, the stepfather, like they're out of, third party, right? Bad actors, third party in the 3-hour third shift phone call. But you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. Yes. You're absolutely right. It's very damning. He's not normal. He wanted the 3 hours to be associated with, he was 3 hours away, in my opinion. Yeah. Yeah. I think it was just, I think this case was poorly, in my opinion. Hindsight's always 2020 generally, and I think it was very misjudged in the beginning. Oh my God, look at this nice neighborhood. Of course, nothing could go wrong here, right? I mean, look at these people. They've got a nice house. The child is autistic. Of course, autistic children run away. We're looking for this child, right? We're going out and looking while tick tock, time's going by. Cameras are overriding all of this. You're allowing Edgar to go back and get his fifth will, from his fifth marriage, his fifth will from his fifth marriage. He's been home a full solid day, and you're allowing him to go back and get his fifth will.
Trying to assume as a flashlight. I hate to say this, it's not.
Then what is it? What is it? You hate to say it. What is it then? Oh, absolutely. They certainly did show us how. Yeah. I will not work without you. KK cannot talk without me. Right?
As much as we would love it to be one, it's not. I'm not going to go into details as far as where that video is shot from, but I can tell you.
If it's nothing, if it doesn't matter where it's shot from. And he also does an interview where he tries to confuse the audience between the cameras across the home and the cameras with the flashlight video as well.
As parents, we have seen the video firsthand from law enforcement. We know exactly where it was taken from. And nothing.
No relevant information, but he doesn't want to tell you where it came from, what it is. They wish it was, but it's not. Oh, yeah. I've got the VoIP lines. I've got all that information.
That is being assumed right now is actually true about that video.
How would you know?
Okay.
And anything about any other videos or anything like that?
I mean, it's amazing to me. And like I need to talk to Chris from the Mob Crew. I haven't talked to him in a while. Him and I used to bounce ideas and stuff off of each other. But let me show you this. It just amazes me to no end how they can say that they put this out. Let me find out. That this is some some vehicle behind the house whenever. See, I don't know if they're like willingly saying this to try to fuck with people, like in this case's mind, and they're just putting this out to like kill them out, or do they really believe this? I know that they don't agree on certain things in this case, right? I know that. But you will never convince me based upon things that I know, neighbors that I've heard. You will never convince me. Okay, let's say the flashlights are back here behind the house, right? Let's say that. Let's just say that for a moment. That these lights, these flashlights that you're going to see over here are behind the house, okay? What about this fucking car? What about this car with the headlights that turn on that I showed you guys over a year ago? The floodlights that kick on and the vehicle that backs the fuck up and goes like, what about that? Why don't the law enforcement talk about that? All right. Let's say you disagree with the flashlights. Okay, kumbaya, whatever. You're saying they're up here. What about the fucking car? You want to talk about something that gets me livid. You want to talk about something that will get me livid. Is that right there? Because I know things, but I can't. Some in law enforcement and others in law enforcement don't agree on this. Hey, Raymond. So good to see you, my friend. Thank you so much for your support. Government Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers to be a Congress. This is amen to that. Amen to that. Thank you so much, Raymond. Appreciate you. So good to see you, my friend. Hope you're doing well. I mean, just think about that. I don't give a damn how. Like, this is the truck. This is a truck, right? We know that this is right beside the P-Foot's home, right? This is the garage, right? All that. Okay. Let's just throw away the flashlights over here. Just throw them away. What about this fucking car? And the lights. And this is why this is not solved, in my opinion. This is why it's not solved. Hold on. Watch. They're saying this over here. Now, just look at this. Okay. Now, look at this. Okay. Watch. This just, guys, I'll start screaming in a minute. I'm going to start screaming and cussing in a minute. I can feel it. Okay. So the lights came on right here. The fucking head or the floodlights came on right here. We see lights right here, which is behind or beside of the car, right? Beside or behind the car, not up here, not up here. How can this be a road up on the fucking hill when it's behind the car? All right, look at this shit. Oh, look, there's a fucking floodlight. Oh, look, someone's walking. Now, okay, how is that up on the hill? Way up on the hill. Oh, wait. Oh, look, floodlight comes on. So does a car light that's standing out in the road. Are they just willingly lying to us? Smiley. Hey, darling, good to see you. I mean, this is the thing. They are. It's obvious. And this is the reason that this case is not solved. Forget about the flashlights for a minute. Someone is in the fucking road at 3 o'clock in the morning, 2 hours and 45 minutes before KK says she discovers Sebastian not in his room. Who the fuck is that person? It's not the mailman. It's not the milkman. It's none of that. Oh my God, bad actors. Thank you so much, honey. That's very generous of you. Thank you so much. Listen, I would appreciate a segment in which you can examine KP's history through use of professionalism from a behavioral analysis standpoint. Her past is relevant to understanding the patterns and vulnerabilities that may inform this case. Yeah, I can do that. Yeah. Of course. Do you mean you don't got a super chat or anything again, bad actors, but how do you, from how she grew up, is that how you mean? Because there is a lot to, I've got photos that I've never shown of Sebastian and KK allowing Sebastian to talk to her mother. Of lots going on there, right? And again, I don't think that. I think KK has a very I'll get deep into it, but I believe KK has a very I think she craves security in her life that she's never ever had. Financial security, she associates that with security. I do think she has a chip on her shoulder with Seth for sure. But yeah, we can go into it. Maybe if you email me, if you drop. Oh, she definitely holds the key. In my opinion, 1,000%. 1,000%. Justin, should Ellie have the car driving away? They have the damn car driving away. The neighbors have spoken to the authorities. And it's like, oh, okay, thank you. Thank you. Yeah. You know what I mean? Hey, Angel Mama, good to see you, honey. Appreciate you. very much. Thank you so much for being with I pray whoever and whatever happened, that justice is served with Sebastian. It breaks my heart that, oh, I get teary-eyed thinking about it. Everything that kid had was either scrutinized completely. He had no sense of self. He had autism, which makes things that much more confusing to him. And for a child needs security. They need to feel loved, but they also need to have a sense of self. And he did not have that. Everything was taken away from him. Everything, in my opinion. From when he could go to the fucking kitchen, to hiding his snacks behind his bed, including the wrappers, because he would, in my opinion, I'll say, get in trouble because the wrappers would be in the trash. They would bitch, in my opinion, about if the wrappers were in the trash, why are you eating all that? And if they were behind the bed, why are you hoarding them behind the bed? Like, why are you putting the wrappers behind the bed? Because you're going to bitch that they're in the trash. Damned if you do, damned if you don't. And everything was taken away from the moment, in my opinion, that she got with Edgar. She sacrificed her child for it. To be with him. And that's very sad. Very sad. Thank you, Mama Angel. It's clear as day. Watch this. 3:11 in the morning. Never mind the flashlights in the car. Never mind someone just being there in the middle of the road in the middle of the night, out of all nights. The night a child vanishes and is still, nearly 2 years later, has been unsolved.
The call got released. There was a dispatcher. The call got released from the dispatchers to the deputies and the responding units. In that release of information, you can clearly hear the dispatcher and the cops all say, the dog's got to send this over here. Okay.
Thank you so much, Jen. Appreciate you, my dear. Thank you so much. Love you, darling. So much. Love you. Appreciate you, girl. Thank you so much. I do believe that. I would rather confess with my sins now than take it to God. I tell this to all of these cases that I think that are suspicious. It might suck to pay for it now, like whatever, but I would rather pay for my sins now than take it to God later.
Yeah, and that's what.
track back up, going into the construction site over here back towards the beach. That's boy, I'm behind you. It's awful muddy. Do you see any footprints, anything? You shouldn't have any shoes on. Negative, this is all dry, hard packed.
1 second.
Into the water.
Okay. I called Victoria Police. Okay. Thank God. So initially, when they went over to look at it, it was only knee-deep.
You know, then there's this new
Yeah, I'm back on. So to work backwards from the pond, okay, if you were to walk from the pond, go straight up into the construction site, you'll see where they cut the road and it turns left. If you walk that all the way back, runs you to our subdivision. Okay. If you go down Kelly, all the way down to Stafford, and walk down towards Stafford toward our house. From our house, if you're looking at my house, I'm going to tell you where the dogs went. They started on the front porch. Okay. Because off the front porch, the dogs cut to the right. They go all the way down the side of the house along the fence. So they went to the back side, or the back. Right. If you're looking at my house, okay, it's going to be the right-hand side. The dog goes all the way down the fence. The dog comes all the way back up into the yard, and then it cuts diagonally to the house next.
Also, what I believe that they need to do is, in these missing persons cases, especially missing children's case, I believe they need the scent of every individual that lives in that house to see if their most recent tracks. Not just the missing. Everyone that lives in that house, I need a pair of shoes. We need to see your last scent, where you went.
Through their backyard, and that is the direction which the dogs take off. Now after that, that's where they get over to the main road.
God, I've got so much on this. It's crazy.
Three different dogs from 3 different groups.
Just craziness. Hold on 1 second.
Be sure to
Look at these lights. You can see them. Yeah, that looks like a fucking headlight. My ass. I really believe this is one of the main reasons why it hasn't been solved. Right? Look. Lights off, lights on. Bam. Watch this. Again. You can see someone walking right across. It's a very short clip, but you can see it. It keeps going in circles. You can see it. You can see someone's head there. You can see 2 people. Right there. Now watch. It's like one of them has a head. I mean, you can see their arms. You can see it swinging and all that. It's just crazy to me. There you go. This just is debated.
It seems like
the common sense idea is that he went out the front door, and with some motivation behind that, meaning that law enforcement says there's no foul play at this time or no sign of foul play. Saw him go. That camera saw him go out the front door.
To things about that nature, I do not disclose that information. One, because I don't have the clearance from law enforcement to discuss those things.
You don't need clearance.
But what we have discussed with law enforcement is kind of where that needs to be. Just one, for safety reasons for our house, you know, and my wife. And
I completely understand that, right? It was a question that's been thrown around a lot.
People go.
Yeah. Okay, guys. Any questions, comments, concerns? I've been here for 3 hours and I need to do another live later. So, just didn't realize it's been 3 hours. I never saw that video before. Extraordinary. Yeah, it's law enforcement says nope. No one was right there. That was someone behind the house. That was a trash truck behind the house. I mean, this is what they recently came out and said. And I'm just like, are they lying to us for just to like make people chill out? Maybe. I thank you, Golden. I know. You know, I have spoken to staff members at Sebastian's school. I mean, we've done a lot in this case, and it's not a trash truck or anything like that. But 1 second. Okay, sorry about that. It stopped a lot of creators from talking much anymore. Yeah. Well, it's, you know, I'll say what I believe, what I've spoken to multiple neighbors, and I appreciate Chris from Mob Crew for speaking out on the truth, because I know Chris from the Mob Crew is one of the few, in my opinion, that will speak the truth, the absolute truth, and nothing but the truth. That's it. He's one of the few that knows we know a lot of the same things, and we know a lot, and we've been about as deep in it as you can get in it, and I'll help you any way I can. So, yeah. All right, guys. Thank you all so much for joining me. Really, really do appreciate each and every single one of you. God bless you. Thank you so much for your support. Justice for Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers. He's been missing nearly 2 years. This is going to be the second Christmas without Sebastian. For Seth. And I know that's got to be hard for him. I haven't talked to Seth in a while, but I hope he's okay. I should probably check on him. And all of that. It's very sad because Sebastian's out there. But in my opinion, I believe the people who did something are, I don't know if there's much left of him, because I think they're that kind of people. In my opinion, I believe there's people who will hide someone's remains. And then I believe there are people that will go to the ends of the earth to make sure nothing's left. That's really hard to say. But in this case, I believe that, in my opinion. Thank you guys. God bless you. Appreciate you. I'll be back here in just a little bit. Got a lot to talk about. There's some crap happening out there right now in some of these cases, and we got to talk about them. Love you guys. Appreciate you. God bless each and every one of you. Justice for Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers, who is missing from his Hendersonville home since February 2024. God bless you. Good night.